Well, good morning. Just having a cup of coffee and kind of taking a look at the status of the yacht building. So, just a little follow up, but I was going through. This comes with a pretty good sized manual, and I'm planking the outer hull is what I'm doing right now. And it talks about spiling and fastening the planks and all that, pretty straightforward. But it's also showing somewhat of a traditional method of using shorter planks and staggering the butts and all that. And I've kind of just got off on my own, which I often do with projects and stuff. But it seems to be going okay. I think that there's more than one way to skin the cat, so to speak. Anyway, thought I'd give you a status update. This is where I'm at. So I got the top deck all faired. This came out really, really good, I think. Got everything. I've been using a large sanding block, to sand the whole thing, obviously with paper on it. And it's come out pretty good. There's a couple little areas where I had a dip and I actually added a piece. But I think in general, when I get ready to do the decking, I put a plank on here and it's looking really good. It's everything is nice and fair. Got the stem piece came loose. I had to re-glue that. And so I started with the shear strake across there. I actually, there was kind of some confusion by me, and anyway, I've got that in, and I'm also starting at the keel and coming up, and then I put one of these in here just because I wanted to see a different pattern. Here I got two of them on this side. So it's starting to be a little challenging because now you're kind of working, in a smaller area. But I think it's going okay. The boat's it's all solid. The glue, everything's been working really good. Obviously, there's some areas that I'm going to have to fill in, but in general, I think it's doing good. And then I also I kind of like this piece. These are kind of interesting. These are going to go up here, kind of like this, like so. And it's got all these little railings that go in there. And so I was goofing around with that last night. But kind of a lot of detail, and these little tiny stanchions, support, there's like a million of them. So you got to cut all those little things out. But other than that, it's going pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few more planks. That's the one thing is, by the time you get a plank on each side and get the glue on and get it all clamped, there's not much to do other than watch the glue dry. I am using a Gorilla Glue, and I'm also using super glue to get things started. If I can get one end done in super glue, it sets in a minute, and then I can take my time in getting everything straight. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I've got a little clamp, I think I showed you, for this to sit in there like that. And that allows me to kind of work on it. So anyway, that's where we're at, and more to come.